Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bee and Marsh. We're going to aim to make this our Christmas or New Year special, one of them. But regardless, as of recording this, it's only a week until Christmas. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I'm your host, JB, and with me is our other host, the mighty Mark Marsh.
Yes, we're back.
Literally, Return of the Mac, Return of the Marsh. Um, we're gonna be about today because there's a lot of topics that I want to cover. But first and foremost, Mark, how have you been since we last spoke? I know it's been quite a while, but it
Oh,
just feels like it's been so long. But how
it,
are things for, leading up to the festive season, as it were?
oh God, it's been stress after stress.
Oh
Well,
wow.
I've been having a lot of health issues, so I've been getting really dizzy at work to the point where I lose my balance and start staggering. Because for the last 2 months I've not been training, so I
Mm.
stopped my strongman training for 2 months. I plan to return after the new year to do my training again, but I'm still getting dizzy, so I had my blood test done on Monday. I gotta wait until they get back to results, and then I gotta book another consultation to see a doctor because it's still happening more frequent.
I mean, fingers crossed that can get sorted. I mean, when you say dizzy, are you still doing, say, warehouse, or are you back now to retail as you were before?
So I was in the Tesco's warehouse, but now I've left that, and now I'm back because I left the warehouse. I then went back to retail and Southern Co-op. Did that for 7 months until I found out that they were selling 22 stores, and my store was one of them they were selling, and they wouldn't transfer us to another Southern Co-op store. Instead, we'd have to reapply. Um, but we won't be on the same contract hours, or we stay where we are under the new management, which is a franchise. I did franchise for 2 years, and franchise is like it's great for the pay, but you get no actual rewarding benefits. So great if you're 18 starting out, but when you're 30, in your 30s, you don't really want to risk it with a franchise. So I now work with Tesco's in one of the express stores.
Oh, Tesco Express. I do like me a bit of Tesco, to be honest. Especially now, with the Express, I think we've got one locally here. But that must be a little bit better than big Tesco. Do you have your security guard outside your Express, or are there kind of
Yeah.
unhelpful people around? Because I know sometimes they can get a bit rowdy on the weekends, can't they?
Yeah, we always have a security guard from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Oh wow, that is really good. Really, really good. Because I think that's more or less the way to be, especially nowadays. But there's just so many shops closing down. Even now, the toy shop that I used to work at, like many moons ago, that's closed down now.
Oh,
And I'm
really?
just thinking, like, there's so many places local to me that are just going. I'm a bit like, we're just gonna have no high street left at this rate. It's a bit
Well,
weird.
I walk through my high street sometimes if I get time, and there's many stores have got the closing down sign, there's the Poundland, like literally round the corner from where I work. That's closing down. It will be gone in
Yeah.
January, and literally everything will go. And when I mean everything, they're actually selling the shelving units. I'm like, they
Oh,
specify it's only the store that's being closed down. Poundland's still gonna exist, but this store won't. I'm thinking, but if you're selling the store like you're trading up and that, why sell the shelving unit? Why don't you just transfer it to another store? But you can
yeah.
actually ring the number. You can buy the shelving unit. It's mad.
Or in a way, it's like if I don't know if it's say stood by itself or if it's in like a shopping center, but surely there's a building there that's going to want a new tenant to come in to open up a shop. So those shelving units could be bought by the next tenant, surely.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing with this place here, with the shopping center. They're like raising the rent, but so many shops are leaving there because of the raised rent. It's a bit like you're just gonna have no tenants left. It's absolutely
Well,
ridiculous.
I was walking through the Marlins shopping center because there used to be a shop where the Disney shop used to be.
Oh, I love the Disney
And
show.
the Disney shops sold like they closed up about a few years back, and then pretty much any store that takes place there is open for a few months, and then they have a sale, and then they close down the doors. It was a Saint shop, then there's the Foot Locker, then there's another shoe shop, then there's like a LGBTQ shop, and then that gets closed down, and there's like a news store there. And I'm thinking the rent's so high in the Marlins bit, no store wants to survive there. I'm like, if Disney couldn't pay the rent, why would anyone else want to pay the rent?
No, I mean, there's one like that here, like an outlet. It was a game, but to be honest, I don't think that was the shopping center's fault. I think that's more of a Fraser Group issue. But it was a game, then it was a Hawkins Bazaar, then a Menkind, then a place called Kawaii Kill Monster, and now it's just empty. It's like that's the one cursed allotted zone. So anywhere that opens up there, I'm like, I almost want to have bets on how long it lasts. But no, other than that, it's a shame. But there's some cool stuff. Like we got a cinema, a new cinema called the Arc. I don't know if it's the Arc or the ARC, like the AR cinema, I don't know. But it's a really cool place. There's loads of restaurants there, ice skating rink. So I'm happy that some places are opening. But there's also a lot of places closing, which I'm not thrilled about. But hopefully now that it's coming up to Christmas, there's a lot more foot traffic keeping things open. I know that I've definitely spent too much money this month, as always. I always do in December, but I think it's because I've got a spending addiction that I need to
I
rein
try
in.
not to spend too much. I still got to book my car in for my MOT for next month,
Mm. No,
so I gotta
MOTs
go on
is
that.
Yeah, gonna get that to look forward to. Other than that though, in terms of my updates, there's really not much, just keeping on working. Cool things at the job actually. I hosted the CEO meeting last month, so big CEO coming in, very nervous, but I think I did well. Um, I had a trip to London, and I do like London. I know people like to shit on London, and I don't think I could live there, to be clear. But just to go there for like a week around Christmas, even though it's jam-packed, I'm like, there's so many iconic shops, there's so many things to go to and see that I can spend a nice week there, when there's actually stuff going on. Um, but it's a very big place and too many people. But I do like it in London a lot. Maybe one day,
Did you drive there or did you get the train?
train. So I got charged like £300 just to like have an hour long journey. I think train fares are ridiculous, but yeah.
Rock it out. I forget because you're really far away from London, aren't you?
Oh yeah,
Whereas
literally.
me, yeah, because I'm in Southampton, so it's like pretty much one train I have to get from Southampton Central straight to London.
The only good thing that saved me a bit of money is when we got there, because we like to travel cheap and stay cheap, but then spend big once we're there. So we went to a travel lodge on Drury Lane, the basic room, but the toilet just wouldn't flush. So we called down to reception and said someone needs to sort this out. They didn't. So we went out for dinner. They didn't sort it by the time we got back. We went down again, knocked to the door about 20 minutes later saying, sorry if you've unpacked, but no one can come and see you tonight. So we've upgraded you. So we got I think they call it a super room. It wasn't very super, but it was definitely better than the normal rooms. So that saved a bit of money, and it was a much nicer stay for it. And they gave us a cook chair as well, which is always a good thing to have in a hotel. But yeah, I like doing that every December, London, but very, very expensive. Very expensive.
Especially around this time of year, they always bump the prices up.
Yeah, I wish that I
It's
lived
why
there.
I rather travel in a month where you know it's not going
Mm.
to be expensive, but most people aren't going to be traveling around that time of year. So like you don't get a lot of like people blocking you and just making your life miserable.
Well,
Because I really hate
that's
people.
the thing as well, and I'm not talking down to people such as yourself in the
No, it's not
South per
talking down to
se,
people. It's just like
but in the North, I think it's such a thing where we're almost like little bitches in a way. So we go past, and every time we go past people, it's oh sorry or excuse me or sorry about that. So if you get a group of Northerners that are in a room and they're all jam packed, you'll get so many just sorry, 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 sorry. And in London, that was such a second nature to me. So there was like jam packed. And I was like, sorry, sorry. And no one was saying it back to me. And I had people just like barging past me without saying anything. So I'm a bit like, right, sod this.
Because they do it
I'm
every
dropping the
single.
Northern and I just barge as well, like, because yeah, it took the Northern out of me completely, and I was very
You need
distressed.
to barge through. It's why I won't drive around London because one, you'd be stuck in traffic for the entire day, and two, when you do find a place to park, it's like, is it worth it? It's like, paying for the parking, knowing that if you park not in a multi-story complex, is your car gonna be safe?
Oh yeah,
And if
because you
it
could
is in a
get
multi-story
keyed,
complex, like,
stolen.
yeah, it could be keys stolen. You could get mugged. If you have your phone out, people on bikes will snatch it, so you can't have your phone out for too long.
Well, that's what I've started doing. Whenever I go to London, I know some of it could be like fear mongering, but I don't want to like take the risk anyway. But I've got like a strap for my phone case, so whenever I'm in London, I'm just like, because I'm gonna take photos. Like I go into tourist mode, so if I'm like taking photos of the light, I just have a strap there, which will probably break if someone on a bike did grab for it. But at least I've got that extra level of kind of security there for peace of mind. Um. But maybe that's why I end up spending too much money. Because on one hand, I've never had any issues in London, but at the same time, I'd literally go to the most expensive places in London, which is probably why almost the retail cost of the things
Yeah,
rob me blind anyway. So the
if you
people
go
don't
to the
have
most
to.
expensive part, you feel safe because there's more security there.
Well,
But
it's
if you go
just,
to the average
yeah.
mediocre side, it's just like if I make one wrong mistake or make a slight eye adjustment and look at that guy in the eyes, I could be getting shanked.
Well, it's a different life completely. It's nuts. So I'd
It
go
is.
into Fortnum and Mason's and a bauble, right? Simple glass bauble can cost you up to £40 for one glass bauble. And I'm like, that in Poundland is literally a pound. You could probably get 80 of them for that
You're
price.
paying for the brand.
The thing is, I understand that. So we spent like £22 on a hot air balloon ornament that said Fortnum and Mason on it. I get that because it's like a memory almost like, oh yeah, that's when we went to that shop at that time. But with these, there wasn't any branding on it. It was literally just clear, thing. But I guess maybe it's made from some high quality thing, but it's just nuts. It's absolutely insanity. Absolute insanity over there. But I do like it. Yeah, I do like it a lot. Any, I guess, plans leading up to Christmas that you've yet to do? Do you have any like Christmas traditions that you like to take part in at this time?
No, I pretty much I try to avoid Christmas as much as I can. It's the New Year's I look forward to
Hmm.
because I'm literally this is my only day off today, and I'm working every single day now up until Christmas. Christmas Day is my next day off, and I'm really annoyed because when I did the rota, I only have one day off next week, and that's Christmas Day, which everyone has off.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking everyone else has like one shift leader has 5 days off. One of them has four, one of them has three, and I'm thinking, fuck, I'm supposed to get 2 a week. Where's my one? Oh, we couldn't fit it in. I'm thinking, the fuck?
Yeah, that's just nuts. At least you'd have thought like you
Yeah.
mean
I,
half day
I even
Boxing
asked
Day?
one colleague if she wouldn't mind working Fridays or at least have a day off extra. She said, oh no, I can't. I'm doing Christmas shopping. And I'm thinking, mate, I'm
Yeah, like
literally swapped my holiday around after New Year so you can go visit family. And I'm
exactly.
asking you to just do one day.
And it's like we've all got Christmas shopping to do, so can you
Yeah.
maybe throw me a
And
bone a bit
I like
here?
how when he's done the rotor, I was like, I really hate when shift leaders do the rotor. I'm thinking because you think about yourself and your cunts, because you got all your days off that you want fixed each time, and then you just like, oh, I can fit them people here. Don't give a shit. It's why I'm like, a store manager should do the rotor. And I expressed this to our temporary store manager who's with us for a couple of months while we try and get a permanent one. He just said after Christmas, just remind him because when he does the rotor, he'll try and make a fixed one because I can't keep doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when, like you said, 2 days is always quite standard. I've kind of flipped it. So 2 years ago, I had Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, but I was working Boxing Day. Last year, I had a half day Christmas Eve unpaid and Christmas Day, and Boxing Day off. This year, I'm kind of all over the place. So yeah, that is very strange. Really, really strange with how that works out. Because I would have thought, is a Boxing Day not a technical bank holiday? Or I guess sometimes with shops they open then, don't they?
Well, they open, so it's like I'm working all day Christmas Eve. I'm off Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day I'm doing all day, which is 9 till 7, and then I'm back in for the next day. So
T-
my net, but so pretty
Yeah.
much after Christmas, my next stuff won't be until the New Year when I have the 31st, 1st, and 2nd off.
See, I want to say that at the very least, there's some solace knowing that Boxing Day might be a bit quieter, but I bet it fucking isn't, is it? Like, for some reason, people still go out on Boxing Day and stuff,
Yeah,
and I'm just a bit like,
I just
why?
think they're sad. It's like they should just close it.
Yeah. Like, spend time with people, or just spend time by yourself, or if you've got something over Christmas, spend Boxing Day looking at that or enjoying that. I just don't know why so many people go out. I had that when I was working at that entertainer. So Christmas Day, people in, right? Like people Boxing Day, sorry, people were still there buying toys and presents. And I understand that, okay, maybe someone's got a kid that's birthday is the 30th of December or early January and they want to get a sale on. But there was so many people just there buying loads of toys, and it's like, who are you buying toys for now? There's just been Christmas Day. Why are you still? I don't know. And there weren't even any
Yeah.
reductions on it. It was just completely crazy. The one thing I will forgive in that sector though is I guess if kids get vouchers or money for Christmas, I guess it's exciting for them to go the next day and pick out what they want. But other than that, I'm just like, just hibernate on Boxing Day, to be honest. Like, there's nothing for you.
It's when people ask, "You got any advent calendars left?" Literally on Christmas, like I got asked this the other day, "Do you got any advent calendars?" Like, are you serious? Like
Like,
Christmas is next week. No, we don't have any. Oh, you want looking at back? I don't need to look at back because we ain't fucking got any.
advent calendars. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
It's like Jingle All the Way when you've got Arnie looking for the Turbo Man doll, like, "Ugh," on New Year. Or was it Christmas Eve? I'm not a pervert. I just want a Turbo Man doll. It's like leaving things for the last minute. That being said, I'm not finished Christmas shopping yet. But
I
I will
eventually
be.
want to move from the Tesco's Express stores to the Tesco's Superstores.
Um,
That way, I'll just it'd be less stress. I'm gonna just focus on stocking shelves.
And there's entertainers in Tesco stores now, aren't there? You got little
Yeah.
entertainer outlets. That might be fun. Because God knows what's going to happen to my local branch now. I think I'm hoping it moves to the Trafford Centre. I don't know if you've been there. It's a bit overrated, but I like the Trafford Centre a lot. Um, but yeah, there's just nothing about nowadays. That being said, though, we do have some topics. I don't know how deep we can go into these. But just a bit of catch up. So first being Netflix potentially acquiring Warner Brothers,
Ah,
which is interesting.
so far it's a bidding war because Netflix has offered 87.5 billion, but Paramount is offering over 100 billion.
Whoa. Where did they
Yes.
even have that from? I don't know one person that has
I was
Paramount
like,
Plus. I'm like,
I was like,
where it
fuck, what have we got with Netflix? They do buy it, we're gonna get a lot of good stuff. But then we've got Paramount who done a really great job on Sonic, and I'm thinking if they buy it, we're gonna get even better stuff. So I'm like, do I want Netflix or Paramount? It's like I really want Paramount to buy Warner Bros. So we can have Scooby-Doo on Paramount Plus because then at least then they're putting them out frequently.
do you have Paramount Plus? Because you'd be the
Yes.
first. What is it like? Because I've genuinely have never had much experience with it.
I I got it to watch the Knuckles series because it was on Paramount. And they got the Rugrats on there as well, the reboot one that they did. I think it's great. I'd say it's better subscription wise than Netflix. It doesn't have a lot of range than Netflix does, but I still think the stuff they put out there is quality is like decent. Because I remember when I was watching the Knuckles on the flight to Japan, and it was only the first 4 episodes, thinking, "Damn, I really want to watch the rest of this now." I had to wait till I get home and pay for Paramount Plus, thinking, you know what, it's better because you can do Paramount Plus through Amazon Prime.
Ah.
So it
I
makes it
did
a lot
not know
easier.
that. That's good.
But I
That is
also
good.
found out with Amazon Prime is that okay, so I paid like over £90, almost £100 for my Prime year subscription. And that gets like, you get the Prime Video and everything in there.
Yeah.
You would have thought if I'm paying that much for the year, I should have ad free on my Prime Video. No. I then found out that they have an option that you can pay monthly of £2.99 to get ad free on your Amazon Prime. I'm like thinking, you bastards! So not only do I have to pay a year, I then have to pay £2.99 a month reoccurring just to watch ad free on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and they almost litter that many adverts on stuff that like it's almost not an option to
There's no
not.
yearly option for the ad-free bit. It's just monthly because they know they can get more money out of monthly than a yearly subscription. I'm like thinking, you bastards.
See, I
I
would
won't do it.
even
I'd rather watch those 5 ads than rather pay.
do Paramount Plus do physical releases? Like, was there a Knuckles Blu-ray
Yeah, yeah,
DVD?
they release them on
Oh.
physical because I'm hoping to pick that up after work tomorrow
Because I was
or
thinking
before work.
selfishly, I would like Netflix to get Warner Brothers because I know there's like a whole discussion about industry level things. But me personally, I'm just coming at this primarily on the podcast anyway, as a Scooby-Doo fan, and I'm thinking Netflix just want content, 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 content. So if Netflix acquire Warner Brothers, we're pretty much guaranteed yearly Scooby, be that movies and shows, maybe both. Definitely some
But
holiday specials, but you'll get no physical releases at
yeah,
all. And that's
so it means
kind of the
collectors like
sticking
us will
point.
then have to do our digital unboxings. Watch me
Like,
as I purchase this online. Oh, that's an amazing video. I should do that
yeah.
as a laugh.
Like you will get no physical releases. But
Oh,
again, you'll get lots of merch, I think. You'll get a lot more Scooby-Doo merch. Because look at all the merch that they're doing for like Stranger Things and all the stuff for Wednesday. Like Netflix know how to do merch.
yeah,
So at
but
the
it's like
very least,
I would
you know,
rather have it come out on physical. Netflix won't do that because it will drive people away from
exactly.
paying monthly to watch it on their platform. Whereas Paramount, they don't really care because they're partnered with Amazon. So it's like they can release Knuckles on Blu-ray, but they still have it on their streaming sites. That's why I want Paramount to buy it because at least I know I can enjoy watching it when it first comes out and then waiting for it to come out on physical release. And I do it on DVD and Blu-ray.
Oh, I wouldn't even mind if they did what they did on Disney Plus. Like, you don't get like WandaVision on Blu-ray for like £23, but they did release a limited edition steelbook for maybe twice the price. And I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind. Let's say if they released Holiday Haunt, I'd rather have it more be more accessible, and they charge me say £40 for a Holiday Haunt steelbook than nothing at all. You know.
You imagine if they brought it and then they had the archives of Scooby-Doo and all those archive stuff that they shelved, they're like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's roll with
Well,
it.
I think Netflix would be so much more likely to because they are just content machines. I think they would be more inclined to release the Gosnell cut. I think they'd be way more inclined to give us like stuff like Holiday Haunt or Haunted High Rise. At the very least, Netflix wouldn't have shelved Holiday Haunt, Haunted High Rise. But
Especially
whether or
Holiday
not,
Haunt
yeah.
when it was literally almost finished. Like, why did they just think, you know what, this is already done, let's just remove it. Why shelve it? Why go through all of that screening, almost done, final touches needed? That was all, and then like, nah, I don't need no more, shelve it.
That's crazy. That's why I'm not too like mad about the idea of Netflix getting them because it reminds me of that meme from The Office. I don't know when it happens, but
I just hope Disney don't come in and be like, you know what, we're gonna buy Warner Bros.
I mean,
If they did that, that'd be the most ghetto ever. Like just like rolling in, like, you
I
know
mean,
what,
it would be a
I'd double
massive
it.
monopoly, wouldn't it? It would make my
But
Disney
it'd be
Plus
all woke.
subscription a lot more like a lot more worth it,
It'd make it
but
more worth it, but
they
all the
would
new
jank
stuff
the
would be woke.
price. Well, I don't mind woke. I'm the type of person that done right, I like woke shit.
If
I
they
like woke
if they
stuff.
did a new TV series, great. If they're from scratch, great. If they did a movie from scratch, great. But if they take an original source and turn it into woke, I'm like, you're ruining the original work. It's like redoing Where Are You, but making it woke. I'm thinking,
Well,
why? There was nothing wrong with Where Are You. You're just remaking it, but ruining it. It's like when music singers redo the old song, like, oh, Merry Christmas. Oh, let me redo that as my own version. It's like, why? You suck. We got the original. Why do I want to pay for your CD just to listen on Spotify when I already have it? That's a classic.
I don't know. A part of me thinks there are some elements of Scooby-Doo that do have an inherently
Like Velma.
not woke undertones, but there's
That
definitely
series was
very
awful.
anti-establishment within Scooby-Doo. Like you'd have a lot of landlords, which would be the villains, a lot of, people trying to accumulate wealth. I think the issue would be if they started peddling message first content, versus story first content. Like for instance, I don't know if you're watching this, but I'm actually really enjoying the new Doctor Who spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea. And that's very,
There's a
if you can
Doctor Who
call it
spin-off.
woke, yeah, because it's not really about the environment, but there's definitely undertones of that which have to be integrated within the story. Compare that
I
to Orphan 55, which was awful, and that was just, you need to recycle more, you awful viewer. That is preachy, and it's not the type of thing that I like, but done right, I quite like woke elements. But it needs to be properly. But Disney, I don't think are even on that anymore. I don't know what Disney are about. That's my issue with Disney. They're
Disney
just
can't
not
even make a one good
standing
movie. We
for
got
anything at the moment.
Avengers Doomsday, that might be good, but out of all the other shit that they put out recently, I just don't see it happening. Like every time I see a new Disney movie come out with Marvel or whatever, I'm like, I'm not even gonna get my hopes up. It's
Well,
just like
the good
I think
stuff
the last
isn't
time I
performing
watched something
well.
good on Disney was the Buzz Lightyear movie. That was it.
Well, I like Buzz Lightyear, but there's some stuff with Marvel that I've liked. Like I did like the Thunderbolts, but that didn't do well at the box office. Same with Fantastic. I mean, Fantastic Four did well, but not as well as they would have hoped. And I'd imagine for the
Oh,
budget it was, they overspent for what they were predicting. I just think they need to earn trust back
I
from
think the special
viewers.
effects and the CGI on the Fantastic Four wasn't that great.
It was
I feel,
very
I
well,
feel like
I
it,
like it, but it could have been done before. Like it reminded me, the sets reminded me a lot of the Monsters Unleashed sets, which were great, but it was 2004, you know.
but the effects from Monsters Unleashed was better than what Fantastic Four was.
But no,
I still love the scene from the Scooby-Doo 2 movie where Shaggy becomes buff. Have you noticed? I only just noticed this recently that when he becomes normal again, he grows sleeves.
yeah,
He's
it's
muscular,
so
no
yeah.
sleeves. But I just noticed that when he goes back to normal, he has sleeves on the green shirt. And I never noticed throughout the entire movie that he was wearing long sleeves on his green short sleeves. I was like, uh, was it just for that scene? Or did he? I'm just like, I never noticed that as a kid. I'm rewatched it again and thinking, how have I not noticed that he's been wearing long sleeves?
Maybe it's been Marvel all along. Maybe it's nanotechnology from
I'm just
Tony
there like
Stark.
thinking, is this canon, non-canon? Like
But no,
I've never really seen him in other shows have long sleeves, unless it's like cold periods where it's like needed to.
But no, long sleeves. I mean, I think that it was very much inspired by Monsters Unleashed. I don't think it was an instance where someone has thought of that. But I think the only other time I can think of was probably, Scoob. They definitely gave him that kind of sleeved looking Scoob. But I think that was more of a homage to the Monsters Unleashed look versus, oh, won't he look cool with sleeves? And even then, I don't get that because it's like a summertime movie, isn't it? So it's probably one of the last times that he's actually gonna need sleeves. But I appreciated the nod anyway. I think it was quite cool. Um, and I do like Scoob. I've not watched it for a while, but I do like Scoob. But yeah, I think personally, I would rather them go with Netflix because I'm selfish and I've already got a Netflix subscription and I like merch and I want Holiday Haunt and Haunted High Rise. So that's who I'd be going for. Unless Netflix did rig this upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, because bloody hell, that's going to be a shit show and a half.
Let's put the Scooby-Doo bit to the viewer section. Like comment below, do you want Netflix to own one of those, or do you want Paramount?
Yeah, put an F in the chat if you want Netflix. Put F in the chat. Type F in chat if you want Netflix. Type P in the chat if you
W,
want W
Paramount.
for Paramount. And we'll see. Or maybe we'll do a poll. That'd be quite interesting. Maybe that'll be today's poll, and I can like when I'm editing it, I can stick it up there. I can like edit it on the screen and see what people come up with. Did you manage to collect or to try out any of the Scooby-Doo Lush products? Or did you miss that?
I managed to miss that.
It was all right actually. You know what? I've got a few because I'm a
Oh,
squirrel. I could send some to you if they could travel well, you know. It's not bad. It's pretty good stuff.
I noticed there's a Smith's toy store open up, but around where I work in the back of West Key, which I'm hoping they might do some Scooby-Doo stuff in the future.
Smiths usually do a bit. They do like the kind of jaded Die Hard, the kind of little like tins. They do the little and the big
Yeah,
tins for the mystery machines, and I think they've been known to do some Scoob stuff. And also, I don't know if you've seen these. This isn't one of our scheduled topics. It's not even a topic really. It's just they are existing eventually. But they've announced two Scooby-Doo Funko Pops, Shaggy and Scooby eating popcorn. I think Smith's is probably our best chance at finding them in the UK. So that's probably a good thing. But I don't know. They've announced them ages ago. I don't think they're out in America yet. But yeah, they're taking forever to get released here. I thought they would have at least done it before Christmas, but apparently not.
it's why eventually I want to travel to America just to go to one of their Best Buys and that to pick up Scooby-Doo
Exactly.
DVDs and that and bring them over would be a lot cheaper.
It would be because they do so much cool stuff there, like because just
They do.
following like
Walmart Best
Ashton
Buy is just like they have so many good stuff there, and
and
it's just like,
Cameron, like every day, like every Halloween, say I'd see like Cameron posting, "Oh, here's Scooby-Doo with a pumpkin," and it's like $12, and I'm like, I would literally spend £50 to import that here. That is so cool. I'd spend all my money going to America, but it would just be like a suitcase full of Scooby stuff.
yeah, it'd be like an empty suitcase, and it's like just come back with all DVDs and that.
Oh, that'd be great. I need to get a region fl free Blu-ray player though. That's the only thing I need because I would just get loads of like physical
Yeah,
media and stuff like that. But I've yet to find. Well, I probably could find one. I'm just too stingy to get one currently. Um, but I do like a good shopping trip. Um, the last thing that's scheduled is just Quentin Tarantino coming after Matthew Lillard, which I thought was a bit ridiculous. If there's one thing that's a positive from it though, is it boosted a lot of popularity and support for Matthew Lillard. Just because I don't think a lot of people appreciated, I guess, the unprofessionalism um
what
about
was that?
Tarantino. He's doing an interview, I think, because Kill Bill are releasing like a supercut, like part one and part two together or something. So the director Quentin Tarantino went on a podcast to promote it, and just out of nowhere said, "There's some actors that I don't like," for example, and one of them was Matthew Lillard. Um, and then Lillard kind of responded saying, "Well, that was kind of an unnecessary comment," which it was really, because as a director, Tarantino is the employer, really. So if you don't like an actor, don't hire them or don't
Yeah,
consider them for your movie. Like, there's no need to say that. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's your movie, it's your vision. If you don't like an actor, you don't have to hire the actor. But to kind of put someone on blast like that, I
like
don't think a lot
come
of
out
people,
now
yeah.
to use his name to because like I think the reason why he brought up Matthew's name is because he's starting to get back into being on screen with Five Nights at Freddy's and with Scream as well because he's been hitting a return to Scream.
Yeah, it's a resurgence, actually.
So I feel like
Yeah.
he's using it as a way to boost his stupid director's cut for no apparent reason, but it's backfired like a shotgun.
Yeah, I think
Because
because
he just shot himself in the own foot because
Lillard has done a lot recently. He was in Life of Chuck on the big screen, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on the big screen, um, and like you say, Scream. That's rumored to be a massive return,
yeah,
and even in TV shows, he's announced for Daredevil season 2 or Born Again season 2. So like Lillard's doing a lot lately, and we can clip this because this is my prediction, and I don't know if it's going to come true, but I'm 99% confident. I think James Gunn is going to cast Matthew Lillard as Brainiac in his DC universe. That's my prediction. You can come back to this
That
like
would be
video or clip
sick if that
when it
was. Oh,
happens,
I hope that is.
but I would bet money that Matthew Lillard is cast as Brainiac. So
I,
come back to this clip.
I still say he will always be. Like, every time I look at him, I always think that's Shaggy by
Yeah.
heart because I feel he played that character so well that it's so weird seeing him in other roles, but he does them so well. Like when he was in the first Scream movie, I thought like it took me by surprise that he was one of the killers because
Mm.
I wasn't expecting it due to his character and the other stuff I knew of him. I think the first film I ever saw with Matthew in was Hacker, and
Yeah,
that was a
and
very old film. And I just thought, I liked him in that, and to see him in Scream, and then especially Scooby-Doo, thinking, shit, that's the guy from Hacker.
I think my
As a
first
kid
one
growing
was
up.
She's All That, which is kind of embarrassing to admit as a relatively heterosexual presenting man. But I just used to love all this and his dance in that. Like he definitely has the fluidity of Shaggy. But the thing is, there's no other role like Shaggy, I think. Like for instance, if Lillard is revealed in a flashback to be an active killer in the FNAF franchise, you could very much imagine looking at that saying, "Oh, it's like a return of Stew, it's like a successive Stew." But there's no other character that he could play that's anything like Shaggy, is there? I think Shaggy is just one of those unique characters, which I think is one of his more beloved roles because it is just so unique,
Especially
isn't it?
when they allowed him to voice the actor as well, like made him voice Shaggy after Casey came and was like, "In Jesus Christ, this guy is an icon. He can not only plot the live action version of Shaggy, what we expect Shaggy to be like in real life, but he also voices him now, which is amazing." So, because we haven't had a Scooby-Doo animation movie since 2023.
Yeah, literally
You figure that's like really weird. Almost
Crypto
three
too.
years. Yeah, that was 2023, so it's almost been like 3 years.
It is sad. It is sad because I just don't know what happened to them, and just knowing that they had them planned
Oh,
as well. It's just
they had them planned. Oh, it's so weird. Like,
at the very least, what I wanted them to do is they should have, I think, recorded the Scooby-Doo and the Lost City of Gold and then release that as a DVD. Because you get that all the time now with like tour movies and tour streaming events. I think they could have done a Lost City of Gold DVD release. I think that would have been good. But no, I'm not controlling Warner Brothers. I wish I was, because there's a few things I'd do. But yeah, I think that would have been an ideal. But no, yeah, just hashtag stand with Matthew Lillard. Even though it would make me seem a bit short. But yeah, I think that's our last scheduled topic. But we do have some Q&A questions, a bit more generic, just because I didn't, well, because this was kind of last minute, wasn't it? I didn't really have time to put out an anonymous one and stuff. This is just from an Instagram and generative. But what's your hottest take on a Christmas movie? Example, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Oh no.
I fucking knew it was gonna be Die Hard when he said hot tick on the Christmas special. I was in my mind, I'm thinking, oh God, people are gonna say Die Hard, and it's like, oh,
Well, is it? Because I will admit this, and this is going to send me to cinematic or
it's
cinephile
not a
jail,
Christmas
but I've
movie.
never seen
It
Die
was set
Hard.
in.
I've actually
It was
never
released
ever
in
seen it.
May.
So that's the kind of question. Is it when it was released or when it
Oh,
was set? Because, for instance, just because I saw this around Christmas, I'd consider something like Wonka to be a festive movie. Or like
okay.
Enchanted was always rerunning in December. I'd consider that synonymous to me as a Christmas-ish movie. Like,
Oh.
so I don't know. I've never seen Die Hard. I don't have a pony in
Okay.
this race.
Let me put it to you straight, viewers. Die Hard may have been set around the festive season, but John McClane didn't save Christmas. He didn't fight off evil back to back with Santa Claus. He just stopped a bunch of terrorists at building. That was all a hostage situation. That's all he diffused. He didn't say Christmas.
So just playing Krampus advocate here, if he did say Christmas, would that make it a Christmas movie?
Like
If he did.
if the terrorists were trying to stop Christmas for the whole of Manhattan or where the fuck they were, it would be a Christmas movie. But they just hijacked the building, hold them hostage for money. It's just a simple bad guy movie, and people to this day are like, "Oh, it's a festive movie." It is not a festive. Okay, yes, it's set around Christmas, but he didn't say Christmas. Let's just be fair. He just did
So
what he did.
would you
You,
consider Iron Man 3 to be a Christmas movie? Because
no,
Tony Stark says Christmas on multiple occasions.
yeah, it doesn't mean it's a Christmas movie.
But what is a Christmas movie? I'm not, again, I don't have a horse in the race, but like, what is a Christmas movie? Like,
A Christmas movie is like take Elf for example. That is a
Alf,
Christmas
yeah.
movie. Prime example. Or Merry Christmas. Bad Santa. Christmas movie. There's so many movies with Santa Claus in that you can class as a Christmas movie. But when you have a Die Hard, which is about John McClane getting a machine gun and just popping terrorists or, you know, hijackers, because they say they're not terrorists, they're like here for the money. But like, you know, popping bad guys who aren't actually out to stop Christmas, just trying to steal money, isn't really a Christmas movie.
So what about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
It's not a Christmas movie.
Santa is in it.
Doesn't make it.
No, but
They are.
Santa
They are not.
Claus is dead ass in The Lion, the
He's
Witch,
in
and the
there,
Wardrobe.
but then they're not doing it to say Christmas. He's just there. That's like taking South Park Imagination Land and Santa's there. Doesn't make it a whole Christmas episode.
But what is okay? It's gonna seem like I'm trying to wind you up, and I promise you I'm not. But what is saving Christmas? Okay, and the reason why I'm asking is because I recently watched the Netflix, funnily enough, movie Carry On, with Taron Egerton in. Now, I wouldn't personally consider that a Christmas movie. It is set on Christmas. There's a lot of references to Christmas, but ultimately, I'm not going to spoil it. But he's trying to save the lives of a group of people, right? Now, if they die, their Christmas doesn't happen, right? Because they're dead. But if they survive, they get to experience Christmas. So is that saving Christmas?
That's like Die Hard. Oh, okay. If that guy never died, um, then he might have been celebrating Christmas with his prostitute lover or something like that. No, this is like he was going to die anyway.
Well, yeah,
It's
no,
like
I get that.
it's like they did like war films and like it happened to be on a Christmas day when they had that ceasefire. It's not really a Christmas movie. Yes, it's a real life event that happened, but it's not a Christmas movie. It's just a
What
miracle at that point.
what about, say, Love Actually? Because it's set at Christmas. It has all the hallmarks of Christmas, but there's nothing to do with saving Christmas. There's no Santa Claus. Like,
I feel like there's the Christmas magic, which is like you know they try and say Christmas with Santa. You have the Christmas themed, which is a movie that's themed around Christmas, and then you just have Die Hard, which is an action film that's somehow close to Christmas Day
does Christmas
because he
affect
want
any of the characters'
because
behavior?
throughout the entire movie they don't really celebrate Christmas. They have the Christmas party do, which we all have in our workplace, and then he comes in and kills a bunch of bad guys. And at the end of the movie, he goes home. They don't actually show him opening up presents, having all the Christmas cheers and joys. I don't class Die Hard as a Christmas movie. It didn't like make me say, "Oh wow, you know what? Christmas time, I'm going to stick on Die Hard and watch the entire trilogy."
Well, on one hand, I think if the characters were affected by it being Christmas, so say for instance, if the events of that movie happened not in December, would the characters have behaved differently? Which for Love Actually, I think dramatically yes, because so many people say, "Oh, it's Christmas. This is the time you tell the truth and whatnot." So I think very much Love Actually is affected by that. But I can't say the same for other movies. Like I don't know Die Hard. I'm gonna watch
No,
Die Hard, but
so I unboxed all the H&V festive collections on my channel. And like those are pretty much all the festive movies that you would probably want to watch around Christmas. Die Hard's in there when it shouldn't be in there. We got Arthur Christmas, Christmas movie, Bad Santa, our classic Christmas movie, a Carol, a Christmas Carol. There's two versions of the film, Christmas. I'm just saying, like, but when you got Die Hard, does Die Hard really feel like deck the halls? National. I'm just saying, like, Die Hard doesn't really scream festive.
Jingle All the Way is Christmas, but at the same time, it could have easily have been Jamie's birthday. And actually, no, it couldn't be because there wouldn't be a Masterman for Turbo Man unless everyone
Or
had the same
or
birthday.
get Santa, get Santa's a good one because Santa gets arrested and he needs to be saved.
Polar Express.
Now, if they did Die Hard, where Santa's somehow kidnapped and he has to like kill all the terrorists to save Santa so he can make his run to give all the people Christmas gifts, fine. It's a Christmas
Does it
movie.
have to be good vibes? Because there's some Christmas movies that I love that aren't good vibes, really, like Gremlins or Krampus.
But I just hate when people like base them around Christmas. Oh, it's in December, so it's a Christmas movie. Ah, all right. A film set in February doesn't mean it's a love story,
That's
or
true.
it's set in November doesn't mean it's celebrating 9/11. I'm just saying
Or
the point
October,
is
Halloween.
October, Halloween, all these distinguished dates doesn't mean it's part of that.
So, what is your hot take then? That Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
My
It
hot
is
take
not.
is Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie.
It's not
That
a
is my
Christmas movie.
that is my
What
hot
the hell
take.
did Tony Stark say Christmas? Yeah, okay, they might have celebrated Christmas, but he, like, throughout the entire movie, he's still like, that is not a Christmas movie.
There was a Christmas song in the movie as well. There was two Christmas songs in the movie.
You know what I hate? I think like they're putting out films based in December with a bit of Christmas trees and like a bit of Christmas pudding and all that stuff. Like, oh, it's a Christmas movie now. Moving on. No, 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 no. Like Get Santa, for example. At least that was like with the actual Santa Claus himself saving Christmas, like saving Santa so we can deliver presents.
Like Fred
Um, uh,
Claus.
Fred Claus and that. There's
Yeah,
literally you got to at least establish a thin line about a jolly man in a fat guy in a red suit saving Christmas.
that's
Like
me.
Grinch stole Christmas. He stole the presents and he
Yeah,
had to
he did.
return them.
He did. And there
It's
was
like
still technically Santa in that
an
movie.
elf. He finds that he's not an elf, that he's actually a human, goes to find his dad.
He
You know,
gives him the
Chris,
lingerie.
yeah, it's
I
Christmas
love
magic.
that. But no, I like that. I like that. That's very
Iron
good.
Man 3 and Die Hard are not Christmas. You have to choose an actual Christmas film.
F in the chat if Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. Do
It's
F in the
not.
chat.
It is not. You have to choose an actual proper Christmas movie.
Type an F in the chat. Type an F in the
Your
chat.
your your top three Christmas films would have nothing to do with Christmas.
God, what are my top three Christmas movies? Gremlins has to be on there. I love Gremlins. Jingle All the Way. Okay, the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. I think it's more nostalgia because I think, like Polar Express, there's some character models that look a bit janky by today's standards. But the
Polar
score by
Express is a
Alan
great Christmas
Silvestri
movie.
is so good. Like, da, 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 da. Oh, Alan Silvestri could have my adopted babies. Like, anything that he does, I just think is absolutely incredible. Um, but we've got a few more questions. Ooh, who is your celebrity crush, and what would your reaction be if you met them? Would you drop
God.
Riz?
Celebrity crush. Are we talking now or
Um,
past?
I guess either. Well,
Oh, I'll
yeah.
probably say like it has to be the actor who played Velma in the live action. She
Oh,
still she still looks great now for her age.
which one? Linda Cardellini, the second one, like Monsters Unleashed, or
Yeah,
oh yeah, Linda Cardellini's great, and because
yeah,
she was in Marvel, right, as
yeah.
Laura Barton. Yeah,
That
she
I'm pretty sure, thanks to that movie, it's got me into like chicks that are like nerdy as well.
well, it is a thing because I'd go with nowadays standards, and I could say like a Yasmin Finney or Grace Curry, but there is a thing like of what goes back to like I would always remember the scene from Looney Tunes Back in Action, with Heather Locklear in the cat suit. And I think that got me into like leather and stuff. So I'm like, that's probably that would be my choice. And I'd just be stupefied. I don't think I'd have a reaction. I'd just be stupefied, like in
With what
headlights.
you just said, how do you pronounce it? Looney.
Looney Tunes back in action?
See, it's actually Looney Tunes, apparently.
Really? Like the Looney
Appa-
Toonies?
yeah, that I always say
Looney
Looney Tunes, but
Tunes?
apparently it's Looney Tunes, and I'm like, Tuns.
Looney Tunes, like a Looney song, not a
Yeah,
Looney animation.
yeah. So Looney Tunes is what
Looney
it's actually
Tunes.
called, not Looney Tunes. I used to always call it Looney
Yeah,
Tunes,
maybe it was just a
but
Freudian slip on my part, or
it's
like
actually Looney Tunes.
the Bernstein Bears,
Tunes.
the Bernstein
Yeah.
Bears, like the Looney
I'm
Tunes, the
pretty sure
Looney
I'm living in a
Tunes,
matrix system. I'm hooked up and I know this isn't real.
the Looney Tunes, Looney Tune. We'll just say the Looney Toonies. But yeah, Heather Locklear. In that, or actually, if I was going not as modern as my Heartstopper choice, but what would have been my canon event nowadays would be Naomi Scott as Princess Jasmine in the live action movie. Um, because yeah, and again though, all my reactions would be the same. I'd just be stupefied. But yeah, that'd be. What would your reaction be to meeting Linda Cardellini, Mark?
Overwhelming. Like I would really like it. I'd probably get her to sign my merch
Would you
and her to sign my
recreate a
autograph.
scene from a Lonely Island music video?
I'll probably recreate the scene from the second movie. I got the outfit in your size.
I like that. My mommy. I love that. It's such a those movies are just such a great timepiece. They're timeless. That's what I love
It's
about them.
because when they added adult humor into a
My
kids'
mommy?
film and it worked, I thought, like as a kid, didn't pay no attention to it. Watching old movies that have adult humor in it now makes it 10 times more funny.
Yeah,
Because
they're just
you wouldn't, your
wacky.
mind as a kid wouldn't pick up on it, but as soon as you get older and you hit puberty, boom.
It is really good. Like
It,
it clicks. It works both ways, which is nice. Oh, here's a nice question, Mark. What was your personal highlight of 2025?
oh God, I don't. I would probably say this, the podcast we were doing. This is probably the highlight of this year
Oh,
because like I'll be honest, I haven't really focused on my channel lately. It's just that I've just been health wise not in the right mood set. It's just that I just don't feel comfortable doing videos at the moment until I'm back on track. 'Cause the podcast is the only thing that I enjoyed throughout this year.
oh, that is really sweet, and we should look to do it more often because I agree that, and I would echo that because since stopping the JBN Millie channel, it's like been the only outlet, and it's like I've got and again, I'm not. This is like completely first world problems, especially based on what you were telling me before. But I have been left with more annual leave than I was expecting this year. I'm always grateful for it. But until today, I was just like, what do I do? Like, I've almost become so much about work that now I don't really know who I am without it. So this has really given me a great sense of purpose and debate as well. Like, because people can pick up on stuff. That we don't agree on a lot of things, but I think if we did agree on everything, we would just be talking to ourselves. I think it's nice that we come here with such different views on media and on the world that it really makes this quite a good conversation piece always. So yeah, that is really good. And you could make me emotional there because I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were going to say, "Oh, I don't know, like I had a really
No,
nice
no.
wank," like, but that was quite nice. Like just just as an example, like that's my highlight.
That's for my OnlyFans. You gotta pay to
Yeah.
see that, kids.
See, that's the bad thing. It should be free for the viewers, free for the adoring public,
No, you get the blurred out bit free. You gotta pay to get the unblurred effect.
like a
Yeah,
Japanese video.
exactly. Gotta pay for that shit.
I like that. Oh, here's a funny question. Oh, this might be a bit like NSFW. What's the strangest dream you've had recently that you can actually remember? Are you much of a dreamer? Because I know Millie doesn't dream, but I have like two dreams at least every night.
I, to be fair, I get like dreams I don't really remember.
Hmm. Or the like the kind of more you think about them, the more you forget. Sometimes I get dreams like that.
I can't remember my dreams. I think because I just like hibernating.
I don't get any weird dreams. The last one that was a bit strange because some there's just nonsensical. But there's a really nice guy that I work with in the office at the moment. Really, really tall. Very, very nice looking lad. Um, but for some reason my dream was me standing with him in the reception area. I was crying my eyes out because he had to leave work because he had to raise a child with someone else that works there.
It
And for some
sounds like an
reason,
opening to a porno, mate.
yeah, for some reason that meant that I wasn't
It
gonna see
just
him
sounded
again.
like an
So I
opening
was
to a
just there
porno.
crying my eyes out. And I can't remember why. Like, why did that mean that he wasn't coming back or that I couldn't see him again? Like, but yeah.
Your missus were like, "I bet he's cheating on me in his dreams, the
With this
bastard."
this this very tall man, this very tall handsome man, and I'm just there like crying my eyes out. I can't explain why. But yeah, that was the weirdest dream, just because I don't understand where that came from. Let's see. Okay, so this is the penultimate question. If you could spend Christmas anywhere in the world, real or fictional, where would it be?
Fictional. I'll probably do it as Moonscar Island. Fuck it.
Moonscar.
Fight the werecats.
At Christmas, would that be a Christmas movie? If you spent Christmas fighting the werewolf, would that
Oh,
movie be a
for me,
Christmas
it would
movie?
feel like Christmas.
I like that. If you were a Santa hat and you slay a werecat, that is a Christmas movie. If you
I got
play
you,
one
Shaggy.
Christmas song, or a candy cane, a big candy cane,
Big candy cane, just like whack all the werecats.
that'd be quite funny actually. I'd like to do that. What about real? Is there anywhere that you'd like to travel and see at Christmas?
I'm just trying to really think. Oh, probably
Because you've traveled a lot, I think, really. Yeah, you're a well-traveled
Japan, I
professional.
like. I never actually experienced Japan around Christmas time.
Mhm.
Probably a place that snows,
Yeah.
so I can actually enjoy that festive spirit. Probably Canada.
I like that. Yeah, Canada. Canada. I'd go for Canada. I'm thinking because I've done London, I want to like upgrade to like scope wise. I've always wanted to do a Christmas in New York. I think that'd be quite sweet. Chaotic as hell, but and maybe cliche, but I want to see the one from Home Alone 2, you know, the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I think if I could see that in person, it would complete my bucket list as a traveler. So I'd really love to see that. Um, Not for New Year's though, because I've heard that if you want to spend New Year's in New York, you have to wear a nappy because it's that busy and there's like no public toilets that you just need to wear a nappy, even as an adult walking
Really?
around New York. It's something I've read. Maybe it's bullshit.
I really
Um,
want to go to New York and go, "Hey, I'm walking here."
I'm walking here. You talking to me? Well, actually, maybe I went a bit Chicago there, but yeah, I like that. Wait,
Godfather, you
I want to
come to
see
me on the day of my
me.
daughter's.
I like that. Look what he did to. But yeah, Statue of Liberty, Rockefeller, and there's probably loads of shops. I don't know if there's any iconic shops actually. Like we'd get
The
Harrods
Grand
here.
Canyon around Christmas time or New Year. Oh, that'd be fucking great.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe Mount Rushmore, because if it's snowing in Mount Rushmore, it'll just look like they've all just been huffing cocaine.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool. I don't know if that's blasphemous, but yeah, full respect to the presidency. I don't know what the word is. But yeah, what are your goals for 2026? Goals. It's an
I
interesting one, isn't it?
I want to do more podcasts. Do some more of them for next year. but I also want to like get back into streaming, like once my health's all back together.
Yeah, that's a good look, more content, good health. I think that's the best that you can do really. I think same here, like
I want to do some
more
travel videos,
stuff.
like travel to places, do some vlogs, like and do like hotel reviews, that type of thing.
Oh,
Like
that'd be
find
nice.
like travel somewhere and pick up the shittiest, horriblest like inn or bed and breakfast or just any hotel room and just like do a review
Oh yeah,
how
I like
bad it
that.
is.
Like I reviewed the worst rated place on TripAdvisor.
Yeah,
Like that'd be a really cool one. Yeah, I'd like to do
that's what
stuff
I
like
want to
that.
do.
I saw one like that in London just before I went, where like someone went and reviewed like the worst Chinese restaurant in Chinatown, and I was just spending all my time just trying to find it. I'd love stuff like that. Me personally is just yeah, continue with my weight loss. It's slowed down because of Christmas. But this jumper actually is a whole two sizes smaller than the last Scooby-Doo jumper that I got last year. So not doing too bad, but I need to get back on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. And that is our last question. So, yeah, thank you everyone for watching this. As we said, we do
Yay.
want to try and be a bit more consistent with these videos going forward, but we're grateful to get the time to mutually do them when we can. But Mark, where can people find you on the World Wide Web despite this going out on your channel?
You can find me on the channel this video is going out right now, and also links in the description to where you can actually find me on Twitch and other places.
Like Twitter?
Because yeah, because I might be streaming to Twitch next year or
Ooh.
to my gaming channel called I Got Luigi. I haven't really decided yet. I feel like the YouTube would be a lot easier because I don't really understand the whole Twitch thing, like building your whole audience up. Whereas at least YouTube, when it's archived, it's onto my channel.
Yeah,
And
that's
plus, I've
quite
got my new
good. Yeah.
broadband speed now because I'm on Gigafiber with Virgin Media.
I need to get that because my
So
internet's still dog
I
shit.
literally get between 900 and 1.7 gigabytes of download, and then my upload is like 120 megabytes per second.
I'm jealous. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna upgrade. Hopefully I'm gonna move house next year. That'll be a good goal. But yeah, as usual, you can find me in the basement of Mark Marsh.
And also as well, with my new Gigaspeed, I can not only stream, but I can have porn in my other browser without actually losing downtime. It's fucking
What's
awesome.
browser history? See, that's good. That would be the highlight of 2026. Just
Oh, fucking
multitasking.
hell. Uh, yeah, my browser would just be like gasoline over my entire thing.
Just
Yeah, you
Mark
don't need to see
Marsh.
that.
Kinky
Delete, 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 delete,
Velma
delete, 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 delete,
roleplay.
delete.
Velma latex catsuit. Slow
This, this
motion.
this is where our government like right as new government policy, everyone has to disclose their entire browser history as government requirement.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
You
Velma
do a
is
video saying
hot.
what happened to Mark Marsh, imprisonment for life.
I'd do that. We could be cellmates. That was the big thing. Then we could make content every day. Hopefully not pornographic content in the cells. That'd be a bit
They're
too
following my
much.
meme history and my meme folder, and they put me on death row. They're like, right, we're to bring on the death penalty for your memes.
Yeah, they don't need to find my meme folder. That'd
I've
be a
got over a
step too
thousand
far even
memes
for me.
because I'm part of like 5 meme groups on Facebook that like do like dark shit on like memes like all the ways possible. It was funny. I'll save it to my phone and like
Yeah,
it won't
well.
be like it. My last words won't be like delete my browser, but like delete my meme folder.
Yeah, delete the folders, delete the files. Hashtag release the files. But yeah, thank you everyone again for watching. Yippee ki depending on when this comes out, have a Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate, Happy Hanukkah, or maybe it's New Year's, so Happy New Year. Or maybe this is really late and Happy Valentine's Day. Whatever you celebrate, just be generally merry.
Yeah, Merry
Um,
Christmas
be generally
2026.
merry. But yeah. I thought we could imagine that. 2020 so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I scheduled the wrong day.